Hello, my name is Jack Archibald, and I am presenting on Chapter 10, which covers the administration of Bill Clinton while in office. While campaigning for the presidential election, Clinton appeared unclear with where he stood in office. He supported liberal beliefs, but had to support conservative and moderate beliefs since he was a Southern politician. He campaigned to reform educational policies, lower utility rates, and reform the Medicaid issues the nation was facing at the time. Most of his campaigning tactics revolved around social reform, but seemed to change repeatedly in reaction to whatever the voters felt about his action plan. He would change his plan multiple times to get the approval of more voters and attract a larger group of people. One of the first main things that Clinton helped put into place was the founding of the Democratic Leadership Council. This was another platform that fell in between the liberal and conservative views. Instead of redistribution of resources to the poor, the New Democrats believed in balanced budgets. Clinton stressed the importance of the economic needs of the middle class because if he didn't, he would stand no chance against the Republican Party. Clinton also attracted the independents and citizens who despised the federal government because he had not held a position within the federal government. Although Clinton was making a great name for himself, he was up against George H. Bush, who was leading the charge on Operation Desert Storm in the war against Iraq, and a man by the name of Ross Perot. Perot was a billionaire who promised to end the budget deficit, so Clinton had to readjust his campaign strategy again to compete with this promise. Clinton realized it wasn't solely the American economy causing the budget deficit, but the global economy as well. Clinton realized he needed to focus globally and also reform the healthcare system. Clinton acted and made huge cuts from the Medicare and Medicaid from the budget and completed the balanced budget act in 1997. Clinton also appealed to the liberals by advocating unpaid leaves to allow employees to care for their babies and enforced this with the Family and Medical Leave Act in 1993. Most of Clinton's frustration came from creating a budget that would have the current budget deficit in a matter of 4 years. He had to think of a way to compromise by increasing smarter spending while also focusing on deficit reduction. While in office, Clinton was able to produce an effective budget and also address other issues that plagued the nation, such as crime, education, and equality within the military. Clinton's anti-crime legislation funded 100,000 new police officer positions, fewer appeals for death row inmates, and a new death penalty policy. He was approved a $30.2 billion bill to perform these tasks. He also enacted the Brady Bill, which limited gun ownership and purchases in the states. Clinton also initiated charter schools and created Hope Scholarships for post-secondary education, which provided great benefits. Finally, he enacted the Don't Ask, Don't Tell movement that gave gays and lesbians the right to be in the military. Clinton did a lot in his presidency, including the increase of tax benefits through his new budget and appealed to any political belief.
Created using Powtoon.